Boo. Just kidding. Good morning, YouTube. Today is Thursday, August 31st. We're gonna do the day. We are just gonna go about our day and get it started ASAP. First off, I gotta round brush this hair of mine. I showered last night and I let it air dry, and this is what it looks like. Yeah. So you can imagine the struggle I have trying to dry my hair or round brush it with all this hair. But you know what? I'm not going to complain. I actually love my big line hair. It's just a lot to deal with. Yeah. So anyhow, good morning. Welcome to today's vlog. Today we're just gonna live life. Today is all about getting back to my girly stuff, getting my nails done. I'm just doing gel at the moment, and this is my natural nail. So I have a nail appointment. What else?
Now I'm out here looking like revenge, feeling like a 10, the best I ever been. And yeah, I know how bad it must hurt to see me like this, but it gets worse. Now you're out here looking like regret, ain't too proud to beg, second chance you'll never get. And yeah, I know how bad.
Nails done. I have a lot of phone calls I have to make, and then I'm going to, in between there, record the do's and don'ts of intermittent fasting, when and when not to do it, what it's useful for, and all that good stuff. So I'm gonna try not to make the video long. Let's get the day started. Realize I wore these pants in the last vlog. I'm gonna change for you guys, and you guys are crooked. Okay, all right guys, welcome back. So we are gonna be talking about intermittent fasting. What is intermittent fasting? Simply, in a nutshell, intermittent fasting is fasting in a certain time frame window and eating in a certain time frame window, all within a 24-hour period. That plain and simple, black and white. You fast for a certain amount of hours, you eat for a certain amount of hours. That is what intermittent fasting is. Let's go on to the next question to give you guys info. Call me crazy, but I have been dying to do this for a long time. Why did I pick now to do it? I have no idea, but I'm trying to take it easy. wipe it down. Well, like I get a wet cloth and I'll take off all the crumbs and then I'll vacuum the floor and then I'll spray it with like Febreze and all that kind of stuff. So I guess I'm just a clean freak. I don't know. How do you guys clean your couches? Mommies, wives? I want to know. Okay. What was my next one? Oh, why should I do intermittent fasting? If you're interested in intermittent fasting, here's a couple reasons why. Let me give you my personal preference as to why I do intermittent fasting. I intermittent fast simply because for me to stop and eat breakfast during my morning chaos routine with my kids and I'm not hungry, there's no point. It just adds more chaos to the morning schedule. So I personally do it for that reason. I've personally also tried intermittent fasting when in a dieting fat loss phase, and you're able to consume larger meals so you don't feel like your dieting is hard. So let's say you have 1,600 calories a day and you're breaking it up into all these 6 small meals. Well, intermittent fasting allows you to eat larger meals, and that's personally why I did it. So instead of having 6 meals, I was able to have 4 bigger meals. And let's face it, I didn't gain weight. I haven't been chubby my whole life because I didn't love food. So simply it made me feel like I was satisfied and I wasn't dieting as hard as I was during that time frame. People also try intermittent fasting to break fat loss plateaus. Sometimes if you've been doing the same thing, your body is a very, very smart being, human cell, I don't know, whatever you call it. Anyhow, your body creates metabolic adaptations, and so it's burning fat during this certain time frame every day, right? So by changing that pattern up, sometimes it'll help break the plateau that maybe has stumbled because your body is smart and it's caught on to what you're doing. So that is why some people do intermittent fasting. Let's move on to the next one. You guys know I have my notes all the time. What are the benefits of intermittent fasting? As I mentioned prior, I do intermittent fasting because it simply fits my schedule and it's not as hectic for me to stop and eat and create all this mess when it's unnecessary, and I'm not even hungry. I eat when I'm hungry. So that's my personal take. Ultimately, from what science has said to have said, it's ultimately gonna change your cellular, your hormone level, and your insulin spikes. Basically, when you're eating all these meals certain times all day, your insulin spikes are going up and down, and you're gonna try to keep them stable as much as possible. However, intermittent fasting really helps by preventing the spikes from occurring all day. So basically during that time eating frame window, your insulin spikes are occurring mostly at that time, right? So when you're done eating and you're working out and your body has already metabolized and burned through all those calories and nutrients, you're essentially tapping into your fat storage cells, which can essentially convert into energy. So your fat starts to burn as fuel for energy, and that is how it is said to, I guess, help with your fat loss. I did notice like the benefits of it when I first tried it. Personally, this last time I tried it, I didn't notice like any other benefits except for the fact that I was able to eat larger meals, and it really, really helped also with my snacking. As you guys all know, I have a snacking problem. When I know I'm fasting, I'm like, nope, no snacks. So essentially, it takes away all those extra calories that I normally would have been consuming and snacking and maybe not tracking. So those are the benefits of intermittent fasting. trying to make it like as clean cut and simple as much as possible. So let's move on to the next one. What fasting splits should you start off with? So I would recommend starting off with a split that's going to be most convenient for you. So I would say anywhere between at least a 12-hour fast, start off with that, and then slowly, gradually increase. I personally eat all the way up until 10 p.m. I will fast from 10 p.m. all the way up until the next day between 1 and 2 p.m., which is a 15 to 16 hour time frame of fasting. Sometimes I break it, sometimes I don't. I really would say for you to start off with something small. Even if you need to fast for 10 hours, there's no typical way to do it. Do whatever fits your lifestyle. Do what works for your body. Maybe if I fast for 18 hours, I would see more benefits of it. I don't know. Who knows? I do it for convenience, not because I feel like it's going to make me lose fat. Because let's be honest, we all know I have a thyroid issue that makes it so freaking hard for me to lose fat. So yes, do the intermittent fasting split that fits your schedule the best. There are different approaches like lean gains and other different approaches. I learned to love it and I've read up on it, but you know what? Ultimately, I'm going to do what works for my body. What else? There, now that my couch is clean, I can relax and sit on my computer and do some client meal plans and update my social media, all that kind of stuff, and make all these phone calls. So yeah, I'm gonna do that right now. Moving on to what drinks or condiments are approved during your fasting time frame window. So anything that has calories, off limits. The only things that should be approved is gonna be black coffee, plain tea, BCAAs, water, and I guess your pre-workout. Anything that has, let's say if you drink coffee with your creamer, that will break your fast. So the only things that are approved, I believe, are like 0-calorie sweeteners. So if you buy a tea from Starbucks and you happen to get that sweetener, you're gravy. If you add coconut milk, not so much, which it's not horrible. Like if it's gonna get you through your fasting just to try to get your body adjusted to it, hey, do it. Do what works for your body, guys. So those are the drinks and condiments that are approved during your fasted state. Anything else is going to change it, okay? Okay, guys, so we're here at Tanya and Coffee before Colin's football game. And I just want to show you fall is coming soon. See, pumpkin spice, everything nice. I was zoomed in on your face. All right, I'll show you guys what I get. Give me a sec. Going to be trying intermittent fasting is, can you work out during a fasted state? The answer is yes. You can do weightlifting and you can do your cardio. What I do recommend during your workouts, prior and after, is your BCAAs. Number one, that is going to really help with your muscle breakdown and repair during your workouts, and it's going to help preserve your lean muscle mass during your fasted time of working out. Now, you may have a couple questions on energy during your workout, and I'm going to get into it right now. Now, a lot of people talk about like, I don't have energy. How am I going to work out with no energy? My food is my energy. Yes, I understand that completely, 100%. However, like I mentioned before, your fat is going to turn into your fuel as energy. So normally people use their carbs as their energy. With intermittent fasting, after all those carbs have been digested and metabolized, then comes your fat, which is the last thing to be burned. So your fat is going to essentially turn into your fuel, into your energy. So there's that. And trust me, you guys, I've had days where I'm like damn, I can't work out, like I need to eat. And you do feel like that time to time, but then you got to look back and think, how did you sleep that night? How was your stress the day before? Were you able to consume all of your macros during that time frame window? Which I'm going to go into the next question. I have never seen $30 be spent so damn fast going down on coffee. We got 4 coffees, one of their infamous brown muffins. I showed you guys this before. And a chocolate chip cookie. And the reason I bought all this right now is because I don't make it out to Apple Valley all too often. So when in Apple Valley, splurge, I guess. You're already drinking it?
No, I was just trying one.
What?
What?
Okay guys, so in a nutshell, I hope I touched base on a lot of things about intermittent fasting. I hope I didn't miss anything. I'm gonna edit this vlog and review it, and hopefully I didn't miss anything. However, I will link a description to a channel that I watch. Her name is CORY Fit, and she is an actual registered dietitian. So you're gonna get this probably all times 10 better in ways that she can explain it to you from an actual registered dietitian standpoint. I'm personally speaking from my experience. I'm personally speaking from what I have read up on. There is no certification for what is intermittent fasting. So again, disclaimer, this is all based on my experience and what I've been educated on as far as what I read and what I've experienced. So I will link her channel. She is pretty freaking awesome. She has a lot of good content about registered dietitian, fat loss, muscle building, breaking fat loss plateaus, all that good stuff. So just to keep it short and sweet, do the intermittent fasting schedule that works best for you. Don't start off going crazy and trying to do a 20-hour fast. Make sure you are still consuming all of your macronutrients for your goals. If your goal is muscle building, you need to make sure you're fitting in all those macronutrients for your muscle building phase, which is probably you're going to be in a surplus or on a really good, legitimate high carb cycle and low carb cycle. If you're doing fat loss, still make sure you're consuming your food. And if you're doing maintenance, which I've never done intermittent fasting on a maintenance calories, and I don't think I probably want to, because that would be a lot of food to consume during that time frame window. So for me personally, I would only recommend doing it during your diet fat loss phase. However, to each his own, do whatever fits best for your schedule. Thank you guys so much. If you're new to my channel, welcome. You guys kind of got thrown into this like intermittent fasting talk. I did not even welcome you guys to the channel or to the vlog this morning. So if you're new to my channel, welcome. We count calories, we count macros. We don't really count calories, we count macros on this channel. I show you my fit, crazy life of being a mom and wife and how I accomplish my goals. Currently, I'm going through a recovery phase from a tummy tuck revision that I had previously, and the scar was revised. So you guys are gonna see me pretty much at home for a little bit, giving you guys some recipes, fit tips, talks like this. It's gonna be a little boring for a little bit, but then workouts are gonna be amazeballs after. I'm gonna so focus on a whole different phase of my fitness journey, which is gonna be eating for my health, eating to be an athlete and performance. I'm not gonna solely focus on fat loss anymore, only because I feel like it's kind of gotten out of control in my head and with my body image, and I kind of want to scale back and reflect and focus more on my inner beauty and what I'm really here for, which is my family, and I want to be my best self for them. So if you're new to my channel, welcome. All the returning subscribers, I love you guys. Thank you so much. Please be sure to give the video a thumbs up. If you feel like it helped you guys and you want to share it, please share it. It really helps spread the word of Colleen Michelle Fit channel. Thank you guys so much. I love you all. Don't forget to give it a like, and I will catch you guys in the next vlog.
Feeling inspired 'cause the tables have turned. Yeah, I'm on fire and I know that it burns. Baby, fineness is the way to kill. Tell me how I feel, but it's such a bitter pill. And yeah, I know you thought you had bigger, better things, but right now this is 'cause the grass is greener under me. Brightest technicolor, I can tell that you can see.